Hi guys, so this arrived. Those of you that follow us on social media would have seen the arrival of this yesterday and the jokes about our SpaceX delivery arriving from orbit. But it's here. We'll have a quick look into this because people are pestering me about seeing what's in the box, because this is the new style Dishy, not the old, well, it's more a squarey than a Dishy. It's very reminiscent of the old BSB square reels. So we got this as an upgrade to the dish. We were one of the first adopters of StarLink in the UK. We've done a fair bit of testing with it, and we wanted to try it with the new one because it's a slightly better setup and promises some slightly better bandwidth. So people have been bugging me since this arrived yesterday about seeing what's in the box. I very much doubt it's anything special, or it's anything that's not been posted on YouTube before, but we'll have a look in here. And I plan on doing some fairly in-depth tests on it out in the field, possibly alongside our Big Blue system. So it'll be interesting to see how they compare. So let's open the box. This is a complete pain in the backside to do because the camera is about 2 foot away from the top of the box, and that's as high as I can get it. So we'll get the box open. It's very well done. Ooh. It is incredibly well packaged and well thought out. There is no waste in here. Yes, I have had the lid open, so I know roughly what's in here. That's not going to work for us. So we have HDPE packaging, which is either recycled or recyclable. It's been very roughly printed, but it's very rigid, it's very solid, and it's very light. It's actually quite a nice sort of setup. Let's get that out of there. And again, the quality compared to this in terms of the way it's been delivered and the build quality is up and above better than the I think it's a two-way setup that we've got from Big Blue. So we have a nice solid aluminium stand there. It's keyed in the centre and there are locking lugs there. Just move that to one side. More packaging, and you can see possibly the HDPE recycled marks in there. We have the dish, which weighs nothing, and quite obviously this has been out and actually been tested by a human being. I don't know what kind of plastic that is. I'd almost suggest that might be fiberglass. And then we have the panel. Give you a side profile on it. So as you can see, it's a rectangular panel. This is the higher broadband, the premium one I think they call it. So we have a piece of cardboard. This is slightly awkward because everything is attached. Can we detach some of it just to make it easier to unpack? Yes, we can. My problem is I've got nowhere I can put the dish down. So let's extract that. We've got what looks like a micro HDMI on there. It quite obviously isn't, but that implies that a lot of the electronics, if not all, are in here. So we have the, unplug that. We have the SpaceX stroke StarLink router. It's a universal. It provides a PoE output of 48 volts. Now that and the fact you can buy an adapter for the dish makes me wonder if this is no more than a power supply. It's very heavy, very chunky. There is no Ethernet output. That, I think, let me find something. That front is glass. So it's a really well put together. There is no movement in this. it's definitely a very high-end piece of kit. You've got power in there, cloverleaf, and I'm almost certain now that that connector is probably Ethernet with PoE. Have again a power lead here. It's a really nice silicon power lead. Again, curiously, everything is sealed, so you can see those holes are fairly precise, and we've got a seal on there, and there was a seal on the dish as well. And then I think that's it, just a little thing in the bottom. So the understanding is that you basically put this where you want it to be, and you're basically off. So I'm now going to put it all back away, because I'm not going to get a chance to look at this for a couple of days. And I don't want things getting lost or damaged, especially given that we have glass and other expensive materials in here that are fairly easily damaged. Longevity wise, yeah, you can see there's a seal on there. Longevity wise, how long will it last? SpaceX do make a big thing of telling you that equipment can sort of go out of style and then need upgrading, out of style, become, whoops, do make a big thing of saying that equipment can become obsolete and require upgrading. I suppose that's mostly just covering themselves. There's no reason to think there's anything more to it. But if you are taking up a StarLink service or thinking about it, you do need to remember that this is, you do need to remember, and again, StarLink are very open about this, that this is a beta service. This may not represent the final service. So there you go, those are what's in the box. We'll have a deeper dive with it. I want to get this out in the field and do some testing. I've got a couple of sites I want to have a go with it, and we'll put it up against the Big Blue as well, so we can show you what the real benefits to this are. Again, we're not new to Starlink, we know what the benefits are ourselves versus normal satellite internet, but it's better to have it on film than actually present it as it is. We'll probably use 4G alongside as well, because the site I want to use for testing does have 4G coverage, so we can evaluate all three, and they're really your three main routes if you've got no connectivity to either fibre or the phone network. So we'll have a bit of play with that, we'll put a day into that and see how it goes. But for now, that's it, unboxed, and we'll put it back together now. Take care, guys. Bye.